Wentz to the end zone, wide open. They did it. Zach Ertz. Eat that W, Philly.
So the Eagles pull out a victory to extend the season. It wasn't a victory that I said. It was a victory. But it was a victory full of a lot of excitement towards the second half of the game. It was a victory that they completely shut the Giants out the second half of the game. The New York Giants only scored 17 points. They scored 17 points in the second quarter. Only. If you look at each quarter, 0, 17, 0, 0. They completely shut them out then. They bounced back. Carson Wentz lost guys. Alshon Jeffrey hurt. Lane Johnson hurt. He lost guys. We got Greg Ward out there. Boston Scott out there. J.J. Arcega out there. Miles Sanders out there. Perkins. I don't even know who he is. I fell asleep. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I fell asleep at halftime, man. Like, just sitting there like, I'm gonna just sit here and wait till the second half come on because I gotta see what these dudes gonna do. And next thing you know, I fell asleep. So I wake up and then I go watch the whole thing over. The whole second half anyways. And it looked like those pieces I just named played huge roles tonight. It looks like a couple of those pieces are going to be here for a while. But before I get into those pieces, I just want to say Carson Wentz, another 300-plus passing yard game. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, looking like a straight-up boss out there. There's nothing, only a hater would say he didn't put up a good game. He didn't play a good game. He didn't have a lot around him to do so, but he still did it, which is elite. That's what elite quarterbacks do. They bring out the best in everybody around them. That's what they do. It's just one play in particular that I didn't like from Carson Wentz. It was, if I'm not mistaken, it was in the second quarter. I think it was the second quarter. It was a 2nd and 1. Oh, it was at the beginning of the second quarter. It was a 2nd and 1. And Carson rushes to the right. He rushes to the right. He got a defender right there on the edge. And it's almost like I think it was like 2 yards from the first down. It was very close, but he didn't take it. I'm not understanding why he didn't take that. Like, no receivers were open. You drag all the way out to the right. You got one receiver, and literally the first down is 2 yards away. And it looked like you could have hit a quick boom, and dive or slide. Don't dive. No more diving from Carson Wentz. Slide, legs first. For real, because when he dives, it's like, I don't know what's going to happen out there. But moving on, man. I liked what we did in the second half. Like I said, some people still going to hate, of course. Some people still will hate. But Carson Wentz, even though we had a lot of drop passes this season and things weren't going right with the receiving core on our team this season, the dude still is in single-digit interceptions. The dude is still prolific with that football. Like, he still, like, even though some plays he may hold it too long, not too much, but too long, and trying to extend something, make something out of nothing. Sometimes it's just better to just get rid of it, especially if you can play another down and try it again. I can understand if you're on 3rd and whatever and you trying to make it happen, then I understand. Big shout out to Miles Sanders, man. Miles Sanders looking like a straight up dog out there. He looking like he gonna be somebody very great for the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming along with a couple more years of repetition and weightlifting, getting a lot stronger than what you were. He's still like converted from a boy to a man, playing from a boy's game to a man's game, and his progression looks great. His progression looks very, very great. Greg Ward is going to be another dude that Carson is going to have to rely on for the remainder of the season. Boston Scott also. He's gonna be another guy, little Mighty Mouse type of player, very fast, very agile, and very small. That's hard to defend, especially when you got bigger guys blocking like all over the place, and you got this little dude just running all over the place. Like that's just hard to defend. But where was Marquand Michel? Can we get him back out there? Because I think that's going to be a key to this Redskins game. Get Marquand Michel out there, and we got to see what these guys can bring to the table, man, because it's getting closer to the end of the season, and we know we got Dallas on the 16th, or whatever date it was. That's not the, I think the Skins game is on the 16th. We got Dallas one of these coming up soon. We got Dallas the 22nd, I believe. We got Dallas coming up soon, so we know that they watching and trying, seeing what we doing. We need them to lose to the Rams, and if we win to the Redskins, they can hang it up. Because momentum has shifted to us, and we're going to execute. We should execute. We got to use these pieces that we got, man. I have no clue when Jordan Howard will be back. Jay Ajayi, I didn't see nothing big from Jay Ajayi. We brung him back for nothing when we got little Boston Scott out there running the show. Little Mighty Mouse. He running the show. Greg Ward is another one. He dropped the pass. He dropped a touchdown pass, to be exact. But, like I said, these guys is young. These guys going to learn. They learning right now. They going through the growing pains. And I'm just hoping that they learn faster than the usual and they can get it turned around before, we go to Washington next week and play the Redskins, because the Redskins have been playing pretty good since they fired their coach. They look like they kind of got their act together. Now, is it enough to stop us? I don't think it's going to be enough to stop us with this momentum shift. And then with Alshon going out, what I'm seeing is, while Alshon is out, Zach Ertz' game will be on 1,000, because he knows he's going to rely on me for a lot more passes. He's going to need me to get open for a lot more passes. So unless the defense can double up on Zach Ertz, which will end up leaving Greg Ward, Marquand Michel, Perkins, Arcega, all those guys will be out there open. I think Nelson Aguilar will be back for the Redskins game. But all of those guys will be out there open. And it's just going to leave those guys out there open. Like, it's really nobody on the defensive backside of the Washington Redskins. I truly fear. I don't fear. We cannot get off to a bad start like we did in the previous Washington Redskins game, because how we got out of that hole was a piece that's not here right now. A piece we're not going to have unless we do make the playoffs and win one game in the playoffs. We won't have him, Deshaun Jackson. So we got to get that part together. We need to come out, and like I said in this game, I thought we was going to come out and we was going to smack these guys in the mouth early. But, inclement weathers, all of that kind of played a huge part, because even Jake Elliott, he was off, and I don't blame him at all. It was wet. It was wet out there. Everything is slipperier than normal. So I can't really blame him for that. It was unfortunate that, he missed field goals. So it is what it is, though. Like, it is what it is. All I want to do is say, we go to D.C. next week, and we fight them like dogs, knowing that this is potentially a season ender. Their season is already over. They're not contention for anything. Their season is already over. So they are playing spoilers. So we need to install that into everybody's heads in the locker room and let them know that these guys are gonna be playing spoilers. We need to get it together and smack these guys in the mouth off the rip. And I think we need to go with the same game plan we used in the second half of this game. And that's just using these new weapons like no other. Use them like no other. Like, I don't care about the guys that are not here right now. We got Hala Pulivati on the left side, Lane Johnson's spot, taking his spot. And Do I think it's gonna work against Washington? I think it will work. To be honest, I think it will work. You know, Washington is not the, you know, they, even though they looking better, it really doesn't matter at this point. You know, you could play your best ball at this point, and it doesn't matter. The Philadelphia Eagles can beat the Redskins, and I think they can beat them at least by a touchdown. I'm not gonna go all outrageous like I did in this game and say that we just gonna blow them out off the rip. But I do think we could beat them by a touchdown or better. Maybe 10 points. Maybe 10 points. We just gotta come out striking. We need to do more screen plays, more wheel route plays, because we need to use Sanders in a wide receiver type of, you know, like throw the ball to him more too, because then you'll have the defense kind of guessing whether it's just three things that this running back could be doing. Either he could be getting the ball, running the ball up the middle, sweeping it, or catching a block, or wheel routing and going up and catching the ball as a reception, as a receiver. So if we could get Miles Sanders locked in to that point, I think that the mix-up will just be like, it's a lot. You'll be on your toes. You won't be expecting a lot of stuff. It's more of a guessing game, and better have the Redskins unprepared, not knowing what's coming next. And that's what we really want. We want those guys playing on their heels. We want to beat those guys. We want to keep it moving, keep this train moving forward. Then we go see, or Dallas come to us. They come see us. And I don't think that's going to turn out the way it did last time. There's no blowout. We made a lot of mistakes. But honestly, with a lot of these guys out, we kind of learned that we can lean on these newer guys, these younger guys. We need that younger talent. Carson Wentz needs that younger talent, those speedy guys. Now, I'm going to get back to the Giants game. Eli Manning came out and was almost like did his thing. He almost did his thing against us. Now, like I say, they put up 17 points in the second quarter, but that was it the entire game. Nothing else was scored from those guys. You didn't get no more production from them for the entire game. So it is what it is, you know. Big respect to Eli Manning. You know, he did a lot. He in my eyes, he's legendary in this league, and we just gotta respect somebody of his stature, somebody that's done what he done. A guy that's never been out due to an injury in his whole career. You know, he's been just put out, set out and stuff, but not due to injury. That's hard to do. That's very, very hard to do. So shout out to Eli Manning for that. And yeah, that's just about it, man. That's basically about it. How do y'all feel about the game tonight? Because from what I seen, man, we was on our toes, we was on our heels. A couple of us sitting on the edge of our seat. I'm pretty sure of that. Like, it wasn't a super exciting win until those last two drives, the ending drive, both of them to Zach Ertz going in. The first, what caught us up was Mighty Mouse. They gave Mighty Mouse the ball, and he runs it in. Boston Scott. I think we're going to hear his name a lot in the near future from the Philadelphia Eagles. Boston Scott. I think we're going to hear his name a lot. But then the last play that really ultimately sent us into overtime was to Zach Ertz. Touchdown pass about 2 yards, I think. And Carson Wentz comes out, and overtime, clutch, sweet drive. It seemed like the defense wasn't even there. It was like a practice drive. It was right down the field. And then, lo and behold, Zach Ertz wide open in the end zone. Boom. Game over. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Y'all boys put it in. Y'all put that work in. And y'all shocked the hell out of me because I thought we were, like I said, I fell asleep during halftime. And I woke up and I watched the second half. But before I did, black out, it didn't look too good. I was frustrated. I was annoyed. I was pissed off. It was a lot of different words I could use to, explain my emotions, but it just didn't look too good. I didn't like the fact that we booed those guys. We can't boo. Look, we can't boo those. I understand y'all paying y'all money to come see these guys, but we can't boo them. Like, that would take a person out of their game. Like, you were performing in front of thousands of people, and now they're booing you. But you expect me to get it right, though. But you're booing me. You expect me to get it right. It doesn't matter now. Game over. We won. It is what it is. Let me know down below, man. And if you're new to the channel, like this, share it, subscribe to the channel. There's more heat like this coming all the time. This your boy DK Drama, Bird Gang Sports, and I'm out.